like that, really.
Sorry?
I better go like that.
Yeah, I know. Well, I'm always very dubious.
Come on. Oh, it's going in. It's going in. There's a gap.
It's fantastic, isn't it?
It is, isn't it?
Well, we've got to go for this, haven't we?
We've got to go through that, yeah. Let's put the camera up against that hole. Hi folks, today we're at the Three Compasses as part of our Smuggling architectural project. We've had the great privilege over the last few months of visiting people's homes in the Middle Street area and looking for clues of our smuggling history here in Deal. About 2 months ago, we was able to go into the cellar of the Three Compasses restaurant and look for smuggling features. And whilst we was there, we noticed a large archway that spread almost the entire length of a wall. Initially, we just thought it might be a supportive arch that's just been bricked up. But when we went upstairs, we noticed that upstairs had 8 metres and downstairs was 4 metres. So there's 4 metres downstairs unaccounted for. That mixed with the fact that there's an old bricked up archway led us to thinking that perhaps there's something behind that. The next thing we did is visit next door to make sure it wasn't some sort of flying freehold, and in fact the next door neighbour had some sort of access up to that point, and it turned out that he didn't. Now, at that time there were shelves covering this archway, so you could only just make it out behind the shelves. Since then I've come along and helped Nick the landlord move the stuff away from the wall, and when we did that we actually noticed something really exciting. On the right hand side of the arch is a part that it has like bullnose rounded brickwork, and it finishes and then it's bricked up but differently. The interesting thing is the large bricked up area to the left is old imperial bricks, and the bit to the right is newer metric bricks. So sometime in the recent future that bit's been bricked up, and it leads to the idea that perhaps that archway existed years ago. It was bricked up with a long time ago, but a small portion of that was left open. So perhaps, and I know I'm guessing, perhaps that was a secret entrance that would be boarded up somehow, that gave access behind this archway. We don't know what's behind there. It could just be solid, it could be soil, it could be bricks, or it could be a space. But either way, we need to investigate this. And we're just lucky that Nick, the landlord, he's more than happy for us to have a little look. Because how exciting is it that in this area that's so well known for smuggling, there's this huge archway. You'll see it's not a small arch, it's a large arch that's been bricked up. And of course behind that, on his property, is 4 metres unaccounted for. So we're going to be going downstairs soon and getting started on that. Incidentally, if you haven't been to the Three Compasses for a bite to eat, it's well worth a visit. I'm not just saying that because I'm biased, because I did used to work here as a waiter many years ago. It really is top quality food for a very good price, and I just don't think you can beat it. But that's just my, I suppose, biased opinion. Anyway, let's get to the smuggling.
Stuart,
Yes.
Pete's here already, come in.
Right, lovely. Come to look down the cellar and see what we can find.
All right, lovely
Wonderful.
job.
Hey, Stu. How are you doing?
All right, Peter, thank
Have you
you.
got your drill and everything?
No, I'm going to go back out and get it.
I'll meet you down in the cellar then, right?
Okay.
Go on. Ta-ta. So we're down in the cellar now. This is the brick structure I was talking about. We can see the archway coming up here that actually goes all the way through and right through to the other side. So across the whole width of the cellar here. It's 4 metres from that far wall behind the camera position to here, there's 4 metres unaccounted for the other side. We've got the bullnose area here. These are the imperial bricks, and these are the metric bricks. And you can see there's a little patch here that leads me to believe at one point this could be a passageway. This was all covered over before. You remember Stuart from the first video. What do you think, Stu?
Well, I'm just looking at it and thinking where we're going to drill. And as you say, that's the imperial. This is the metric. I think we ought to drill here.
Yeah, through a bed joint
yes.
of the metric
Yeah.
brick and see what we get. Yeah.
Well, and what I'll do is I'll just drill a tiny little hole, and we'll put some rods through. See if there's a space behind. But we do need to check services first. We need to see where the gas meter is. We need to see where the electric meter is and where the water comes in. But we don't, you know, we're going to be drilling into the unknown. So we want to just make sure that we're not drilling into something that we
Brilliant.
should. Yeah.
So if we spend 5 or 10 minutes doing that now with Nick, and then we'll come back and drill, yeah?
Yes.
Brilliant.
Okay.
See you soon.
A few moments later.
So we've just talked to Nick. It turns out that the gas, the electricity, the water is nowhere near here, or so he believes. Stuart's now armed with his drill, and we're going to drill through the wall to see if there's a gap the other side. Go for it, Stu.
Yeah, we ready?
Yeah.
Okay. There.
Yeah, that looks good to me.
Six and a half hours later.
Oh.
Right.
Oh. I bet you go like that, Stu, really.
Sorry?
I bet you go like that.
Yeah, I know. Well, I'm always very dubious.
Come on. Oh, it's going in. It's going in. There's a gap. Have you got a hammer and bolster?
Yeah, I have.
Cool.
I have.
I'm going to move this camera over a little bit. Yeah, oh sorry, you can move your foot, yeah.
It's definitely not going to pay for more business rates, is it?
Yeah.
Sorry, the
Especially when I phone the council up later.
business rates have
Okay.
just jumped up a grade. How far did it go in?
It's all this way.
It was
What's that, 2 metres?
It was about 14 foot we measured on the boundary wall.
It was. It was about 3.5 metres unaccounted for, wasn't
The
it?
difference between there
Yeah.
and the wall.
What's 14 foot in new money?
Huh?
You right?
14 foot. Well, it's 3 metres, isn't it?
Three
These
metres
are-
is 10 foot, so it's 4 metres.
Yeah, these are about a metre long. So. Right.
What are you doing then? Putting a bigger bit in there now so we can slide through.
Yes, we're working up slowly.
You need one of those little one of those.
When you go through, stop so we can see how thick the wall is.
It's 4 inch.
Is it all it is? 4 inch?
It's 4 inch, yeah.
You getting a torch out? What have you got? A torch to put on the end of a stick?
Yeah. This is how I do it.
This is so exciting. I'm beside myself with excitement right now. Imagine if there's like a big treasure chest full of gold,
I think
a skeleton with an eye patch, with one leg. One-eyed Willie was here all along under the 3 compasses.
I think you could be.
That's why my rum's been disappearing out the cellar.
The case of the missing rum. This is so much fun. Can you see anything?
Yeah.
What can you see?
What, with a carpet and everything?
I can see the far wall. I can see a load of beach. It looks very interesting.
Let's have a look
I
then.
think we're going to have to knock a brick out.
Let's have a look then.
Go on.
So do you know what I see? Interestingly enough.
Can we have a look?
Yep.
Yeah,
Jump in there. See this bit here?
Yeah.
Is actually a wall going that way.
That way.
Yeah. So that.
Yeah.
So there's a possibility. You know, like down in the cellars where you had a vaulted place, like it's like that, and we can just get into that bit there, and that goes through back. It might be worth seeing if there's something behind here, Stuart.
If that's only one brick wide, you better off taking one of them out because that's only ordinary. That's not common.
Yeah, that's just a common brick.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, there's a possibility there's a hollow bit behind here as well that's separate.
Because there's a wall there.
Yeah,
See an FIG?
So there's 2 rooms.
possibly. Could be cool, couldn't it?
It's just loads of stones.
But it's beach.
Yes.
It's beach stones at the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And there's like a draft coming through.
Yes.
there is.
Yeah, well, there would be. Yeah.
Yeah, what's that?
Does one want to go and get his hammer and bolster?
Shall I go and get it?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
You know I'm going to want to go in there, right?
You're going to have to take more than one brick out.
The wall's there. The wall's there.
12 seconds later.
Okay, guys, so it's really exciting. Sharon's here now. Say hello, Sharon.
Hello.
So what seems to happen is this wall comes along here, and where this curves round, it sends a wall that way. So we're going to knock a brick out and have a little look. Should I knock a whole brick out? Should I knock one of these half bricks out?
Well, knock that half brick out
Yeah.
underneath that one.
You want that one out?
Yeah.
2 hours later. Twenty minutes later.
Tell me when you want to rest.
Two 2,000 years later.
Do you want to do it the lazy way?
Oh, have you got that? Why are you making me bang if you've got that? You silly
I like
sausage?
to see you struggle.
You got that out yet?
You're just about to.
You guys are trolls.
I thought you did.
I've got goggles on.
Few inches later.
Thank you, Stuart.
I've watched him do that for ages.
Go on.
This is so cool.
He's so happy.
Oh, mate. Okay. What's the next look then?
That's fantastic, isn't it?
It is, isn't it?
Well, we've got to go for this, haven't we?
We've got to go through that, yeah. Let's put the camera up against that hole so people can see what we're talking about. Okay guys, so we've just had a look through here. It seems like there's two different spaces here, but we've seen the vaulted ceiling go up, which means that there's got to be something behind here, right? It's vaulted as well all the way along, so now we need to drill through here. This excites me because we know that, because these are metric bricks, this must have been blocked up sometime after like 1970. So this is relatively been blocked up in what I would call modernity. We saw at the far end of that, well, whatever you want to call this, there's some cement, and it was just normal brick cement. It wasn't lime mortar. That was patched up some holes at the back. So it's going to be really exciting to see what's behind this. So, do you want to do the honours, Stu? Let's come on then, mate.
Right, where are we going to go through? I would say up here.
You want to go up high, just
Yes.
in case there's water down low?
Well,
Okay.
I don't know what we're.
Okay, let's go for it.
I don't know what we're going to encounter.
So you can see why, 'cause it looks like you've got to.
Double skin.
Yeah.
What's that?
What is it?
Why is it double skin?
Why is it double skin?
Yeah.
Because they didn't do single skin in them days. Really, did they? Right now.
It's probably full up of stones on the inside.
No.
Yes, it-
Might be.
No, well, we know that's faulted the whole way across, right?
Yeah.
So there's got to be something behind there.
That's more than the thickness of a double wall. Why would you have 3 bricks?
Why would you have 3 bricks?
I don't know. I'm just trying to think.
But we can't just leave it at that, surely.
How far are you through?
The whole drill bit.
Yeah, it was the whole level.
That's when I start getting like little resistance-y bits. So you've got a double skin wall and something behind it.
Can I
Because
make a suggestion, maybe trying another? Just,
Yeah.
1 foot either side or a bit lower down, or... Can you either see?
Yeah. The seagull behind there. Why would it be that thick?
Should we do another hole?
3:28 a.m.
So I made it inside this little vaulted ceiling space. I can't see any evidence of tunnels going this way. This return here is imperial bricks, and obviously it's very thick that side, which we'll tell you about. But it's a nice little space, it's beautiful. Let's get out of the way for you. It's got beach on the floor, so you wonder what could be hidden under there, right, if anything. But it's definitely a little hidden passage here. Next is to find out what's behind this. Okay guys, so I'm really sweaty and it's got pretty hot down here. I've just come out of the hole here and we've had a little look. So what we did is we drilled a hole there and we got through to nothing but rubble. We drilled a hole there, we got through to nothing but rubble, and we drilled a hole there. And then we decided to go along this top edge of the arch. And what it turned out is that this hole here is absolutely... So this whole space, including this bit and this bit, could be taken out and you'd have a whole like archway gap there that goes back 4 metres. We've got this torch there, Stu. So this space at some time has been absolutely filled in with rubble. So obviously there's been some work that's been going on here. And rather than pay to get rid of the rubble, they just filled it in to save some money, and that was quite common. That's quite common in this sort of for builders to do that. There's probably going to be some builders watching this now that have realised that yeah, I've done that at some time or other. So here we go. I'm going to try and get this a little bit closer.
I can hold it.
I'll zoom in a bit. So So basically, all throughout that whole hole is filled up with rubble, old brick waste. But that is a space there going all the way back about 3.5 to 4 metres. So essentially, if Nick wanted to, he could take all that out and have an extra room. It was probably some sort of water cistern or used for some reason, and then when it was no longer needed, it was just filled up with rubble to get the brickwork waste out of the way. So what an exciting adventure, eh? No smuggling, obvious smuggling features, but that doesn't mean to say that that wasn't used for storage, you know, something along the way, but we would never know. More than likely, you know, if there's records of the rat runs across the rooftops from here that I've heard about in the 3 compasses, so there's a good chance that this was used for storage of some time or other. I've actually got to investigate a kind of like a dumbwaiter thing that existed in the chimney stack yet, but here we go. How cool is that? I'd love to take them stones out of there and see what's along the bottom, if anything. It might be nothing. It could be an old coin or something, who knows? I am. Bit of old gold bullion. I guess we'll never know, eh? But the investigation continues, so if you know anyone who's got any smuggling features or anything you perceive as a smuggling feature or potential blocked up archways that need investigating, make sure you get hold of us. See you next time. Thanks for watching, guys, and thanks again to our sponsors. If you would like to sponsor us, reach hundreds of thousands of people every single month, and help support our project at the same time, contact us for details.